Now we'll have a brief look at the spiritual flavor of Jalsa, looking at those things that have made this convention as beautiful as it has been. This is our spiritual journey through Jalsa.
Jalsa Salana is a time when Ahmadi Muslims from all over the world congregate to enhance their spirituality, brotherhood and allegiance to Khilafat.
Our new converts, the brothers that have joined the community, that's the first thing they say, that the experience of Jalsa is unbelievable. You cannot feel that spirituality anywhere in the world.
Jalsa Salana is a time of worship and contemplation, a time for reflection, an opportunity to meet fellow Ahmadis and create new friendships, a time for sharing, caring and being charitable.
It's kind of like there's always these moments whenever you're having like a highly spiritual moment where you want to kind of hit the reset button a little bit and say, can I start from scratch, and try to build upon, the good things that God has allowed me to do and work past the mistakes and the faults and to like iron these things out. And so it's like a clean slate type of feeling. They're like maybe I've been granted that forgiveness that I was so much seeking, right? Along with everybody else. And whenever you get to share an experience like that, it's it's a very humbling experience to share this in public. So also a lot of humility with it as well.
The performance of the Hajjat prayers advances the believer's perception of Allah to new heights. Rising in the early hours with the moon still peeping through the serenity of the night, Ahmadi Muslims silently line up to perform these voluntary prayers, whose virtue have been extolled in the Holy Quran.
Incredible. I came on Thursday and on Friday morning I did Tahajjud and I was in the front line, mashallah. I came very early. So when Hazur came and I was praying behind Hazur, I was very, very happy. I think I may have caught Hazur's eye when he kind of came in and saw me. It's very moving because the thing I remember is that the tears of Hazur is crying in his prayers, and the humility of Hazur, and he has the whole world on his shoulder, and he's the Amir al-Mu'mineen, the Khalifa of Allah, and here he is crying in front of Almighty God, and the humility of that man is incredible.
Salat worship at Jalsa Salana is all the more special as believers gather as one behind their beloved Imam, His Holiness Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad, to worship Allah the Almighty.
Offering prayers in such a large congregation is a special feeling. I remember the first time I heard everybody drop down on these wood floors, and I had never prayed in such a large group, and it was I don't know, it created like a type of awe to hear so many thousand people's knees hit the wood at the same time. And I always feel like a stronger charge whenever I'm praying in such a large group.
When I came here on Thursday, and I was very tired, and I lay down, and straight away, like, I had a dream. I felt like I was awake, and I saw that there was a river running through the whole area of clean, pristine water. And in Islam, that represents revelation and represents purity. And the spiritual experiences which you have here, it's as if the angels have descended from the earth. You're here for the sake of Allah. Hakikatul Mahdi is like the garden of the Mahdi. It's real. Seeing the progression of Jamaat, the brotherhood, it's basically recharging your spiritual batteries.
The Bad ceremony is one of the most moving and inspirational features of Jalsa Salana. Every Ahmadi pledges their allegiance to the blessed institution of Khilafat Ahmadiyya. Linked together as one Jamaat, to one hand, Ahmadi Muslims affirm their commitment to 10 conditions of the Ba'ath.
This year's Jalsa, for a long time I've been researching about the promised Messiah and about whether I should accept the promised Messiah, if that's God's will for me, if that's what He wants me to do. And it's been building up to kind of a climax, and so with this Jalsa I was able to take a bit of time and a bit of space and talk to God and feel like I was able to do that step for God. So I was positive. I just wanted to do it for God. I just wanted to do whatever was right for God. So I prayed a lot. Adina Sarat the Mustaqim, just guide me down the straight path. And from that, then I just wanted to do it for God and not for anybody else, and not for any human being, and not for anything like that. And I was felt comfortable and capable of doing that. So that's what I did. That's what I did.
The most memorable experience that I personally had was when I was 18, and I invited a good friend of mine to come to the Jalsa. He came, and without any expectation, on the final day he said he wanted to join the community. And it was such a great shock to me personally, because there was no expectation of that. But he said, just by meeting the brothers from all around the world here at Jalsa, he said, I have to be part of this community.
The promised Messiah alayhi salam described Jalsa Salana as no ordinary gathering. Indeed, it is a journey of spiritual rediscovery and affirmation of faith and adherence to the will of Allah the Almighty.